Cześć, jest z nami Patrickiem Cartierem, srebrny medalista Orlen Basket Ligi w sezonie 2025-26. Jak zwykle będziemy z nim rozmawiać po angielsku, ale dla Was będą napisy po polsku, żebyście wszystko zrozumieli. So Patrick, welcome. Thank you for coming here.
Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Your season in Poland came to an end. You finished with a silver medal in Orlen Basket League. You were a finalist in a Polish Cup. Could you tell us a little bit, did your time here live up to the expectations you had before? And could you briefly sum up the season?
Yeah, to be honest, I didn't have a ton of expectations. I didn't know a ton about Poland itself or the basketball. Quickly learned that it's a great league. Speaking about the season, it is like I know the club is and the fans and everybody, and even like my team. I think we should be proud and happy with what we've done. It does sting a little bit just getting so far, Game 7, even finals in the Cup, and not being able to get the top goal, the gold trophy. But it was an amazing ride, a little bit of a roller coaster, some ups, some downs. But we're very proud of what we did, and we're filming this. We just lost 2 days ago, so maybe as time goes on, I'll be
Still
a little bit more,
fresh.
a little bit happier with how it finished. But yeah, it was an amazing year. Better than I could have expected. I was not anticipating how great the fans were. Not just saying that because you guys, but the fans were amazing. Through the ups, they were obviously great. Through the downs, even they were never when we were playing at Swoops, they were chanting some curse words, because the team wasn't playing. So we never had anything like that from the fans, even when we were not playing great, which I think is good. The fans have good character, and that it's nicer for us to feel that because it's true, genuine support. No matter what happens. So when we're having success, we can feel like we could share that with the fans and stuff. So sorry, I kind of went off topic, but
It's all good.
No, it was an amazing year, obviously, for sure.
Well, it was probably because you all exceeded expectations that we had.
Yeah,
But,
yeah.
Could you tell us, when you came in, had your first talks with the coach, what goals did he set for the team, and for you, what did he expect from you?
Yeah. So coming in, I don't know if you guys know this, but my agent Andy is we're in the same agency.
We know.
Andy, Phil, and Jay. Yeah. And so I talked a little bit with Andy before coming, and I signed pretty late too. I was kind of like jumping at the bit to just whatever. If I felt like it was a good enough offer, I was gonna probably take it. So I had a brief conversation with Coach and talked to my agent, and he had great things to say about Andy and Coach, and Phil and Jay. And Andy had gave me some good information and everything, and I talking with Coach about my role and stuff. It was basically more basketball stuff of picking pops and posting up and stuff, which is what I did a lot. But and expectations is from the club, I think, was just to kind of make the playoffs was kind of our goal. And obviously we did that and then some. So that's a cool thing to have met.
This was your second season in Europe. How did this season, right? Am I correct?
Yes, yeah,
Okay.
correct. Yep.
Sorry, because
Yeah,
you gave me that look.
No, yes, sorry, my bad. No,
How did that this year compare to your first stint in the Netherlands? And did you approach it differently in some ways, knowing what you now know about living in Europe?
Yeah, my first year, I mean, obviously your first year outside of your home country is definitely a whirlwind, just being away from family and friends and everything. Different time zone and all that is definitely an adjustment. Last year was amazing in Leiden for me. It was a great place to live. My now fiance was living with me too, which was really nice, but she was still living in Amsterdam this year. So coming here, that was maybe a little bit tougher just for me personally, of being apart from her, and my first year ever, I think, living by myself in my apartment. But no, it was the basketball part of it was amazing. I think having conversations with Andy, and then like when CG came to about them, just about overseas basketball in general, I feel like I learned a lot about just how everything works, how there's different factors that go into, the coach, the expectations for the team, money, league, European competition, all this stuff. I really was pretty naive to, I think, even last year. So I think having conversations with them was really nice for me personally to be able to learn a lot about just how overseas basketball works in Europe and stuff. So
Right. I watched an interview you did with your, was it high school coach or college coach? When you first, I can't remember his name, sorry. But
all good.
he talked to you when you just arrived to the Netherlands and
Okay.
about your time there. And you're saying how the season is really long, even
Yeah.
though you don't play much games.
Yeah, yeah.
And now, having finished the season as late as possible
Yeah,
in
yeah,
Poland,
yeah.
how do you feel? Do you have plans for the summer? Or
Yeah, for sure. I have like a couple weddings back home. I have a niece who was born in April, and we have her baptism too. And I'm the godfather, so I'm really excited about that.
Nice.
Just a bunch of family time and stuff planned. Be able to relax a little bit because it is, yeah, it's definitely a long season. But when you do what we did, it makes it worth it. You know, and you see the impact you have on people and the city of Zielonej Góra. It makes it worth it for sure. So no, I'm definitely looking forward to some more resting and everything.
is there anything you wish you found out now about Poland that you wish you knew before coming in that would make it easier for you to live here, to adapt? Something that you could maybe tell to the other people coming in?
I didn't fully realize a good thing that like the cost of living compared to the U.S. is lower. Just like going to the grocery store, and just going out to eat, different stuff like that, like is a lot cheaper, which is really nice. About Poland in general, I honestly, it's tough for me to talk about Poland overall because
Right.
I was just living here in ZG, and all the people in ZG were amazing. I don't know. Hopefully that's the case everywhere else in Poland, but maybe not. But no, Poland's a great place, great people. That I think I know it's like an up and coming country too, of like economically and stuff. But no, it's a great place to be.
Glad that you enjoyed your time here.
Yes, definitely.
You and the team really grew during the season. We, as the fans, could see you guys develop. When you first came in, it was a little rough, but you guys kept getting better and better every game. Do you remember a time where it all clicked, or was it like a certain game that stands out or something, or was it just more of a process, game after game kind of deal?
I think that's a great question. I think the cup run for us was really important, just for us to gain confidence as a group. And playing Szczecin and beating Szczecin was obviously there's the history with Andy and coach and stuff.
Yeah.
So that was I think that was just a big confidence builder. And then after that, I think we lost some games, but we always knew like we had it, you know, which was maybe frustrating at times that we weren't putting it together maybe as early as we could have. But I honestly think that our last regular season game against Jiki, like everyone says, you know, you want to get hot at the right time, you want to play your best basketball at the right time. And like that game, was like maybe one of our best of the season, and everyone was clicking on the same page, playing hard. And I think for me, even though it was that late in the year, that's when I was like, okay, we can definitely, make a run. And then beating Anvil at their place in the playing game was massive, and then getting the Szczecin matchup, and we were confident about that because we beat them in the cup and whatever else. It was just. Yeah, it was kind of maybe later than than you would think, but I think that Jiki game was probably the moment where
But
I was
you
like,
definitely did find your rhythm at the exact right time of the season. So
yes.
after that, in the playoffs, losing only 2 games before
Yeah.
Going to the finals, I mean, that was incredible. When the season began, you had some games in the starting 5, but as the season progressed, that spot went to Shumi. But from what I've heard, the coach saying in the interview that you guys worked out together pretty much all the time, right? When you have individual, you're there for him as well.
Yes.
How did you feel in that role? Because you're also a young player, but you were kind of a mentor for him. You could teach him some things. Could you expand on that?
No, it was coming in, like especially as an American, you're like you have the perception of, you should come in and be starting and have a big role, which I mean, I still have a big role, obviously, but I obviously wanted to be starting. I'm not going to lie about that. Like I wanted to be playing more, as any competitor I think should. But Shumi just had an unbelievable season, and he deserves all the success that he had, and he's going to have. And I was happy I was able to play a small part in his development. But yeah, just super proud of the way he developed, because I know last year he had maybe some ups and downs from what I heard, and he's just going to go kill it
when he was here, he talked about he went from playing 5 minutes a game to 35.
Yeah.
It was
Exactly.
great.
And it was fun for me too to play some five,
Mm-hmm.
and us play together. He's just a beast, and I know I think I made him better, but he also made me a lot better, just because of him going against him in practice every single day. You know, that was great for me. But yeah, no, it was amazing. He's an amazing kid. I'm happy. Yeah, like you said, we worked out together, skill work and stuff all the time, and it was a great relationship. And I'm excited to see him moving forward for sure.
The starting five,
yeah.
were you aware of this? Like, the coach said to you before the season, like,
Yeah.
Shumi will be the first?
Well, so talking to coach on the phone beforehand, he told me, he's like, yeah, we have a young guy who was like playing at Eurobasket, and I honestly, and this is not just me just saying this, I don't like when a coach is like promising me playing time or promising me minutes, because I think that's just not realistic. That's just not how it goes. You know, you could see a guy, he could come and he could not be performing, the way. So I knew I was gonna have a good opportunity, and it was nice for me to. There's obviously peaks to coming off the bench. Maybe you're playing against the other team's second unit, or you're coming in when the other guys are tired, or you can kind of see the game for the first few minutes and then come in. And yeah, my minutes were still totally fine, so that wasn't like a huge deal or whatever. So
I know you gave him a contact to some of your coaches. Did they approach you asking about him, or was it the other way around?
I reached out to them because, I saw what he was doing every day in practice and knew there was a potential of him going to the U.S. to play in college. And also I was trying to get them on him early, but he ended up, I'm not sure what he's going to do, but don't want to disclose that or anything.
Right.
But yeah, I saw his potential and how good he is right now,
Right.
and I was like, he will for sure have a ton of success wherever he goes. So.
I remember somewhere in the beginning of the season, I asked you about you playing at the five. Then you told me that that's actually how you started.
Yeah.
When I watched your interview when you played in the Netherlands,
Yeah.
you also said that that's when you moved to the four more.
Yeah.
How do you feel now about what's your preferred spot maybe, or do you feel just as comfortable here?
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a cliche answer and say I like playing whatever the coach puts me at. I think there's advantages of both. When I'm at the four, teams are more likely to switch and put guards on me in the post, which is nice because then I can post up and get easier buckets. When I'm at the five, I can pick and pop and shoot the ball, and which is something that maybe other five men aren't as used to. And then I don't have to. But when I'm playing the four, it's nice because I don't have to battle guys like Sully every day in practice. So, but no, either position. I honestly have grown to like both of them, and because they have their different advantages and maybe disadvantages. But
well, you've definitely proven yourself on both of them, because I looked at your stats at the end of the season. You played around 20 minutes on average, got 10 points. 3 rebounds, but your efficiency was great because you had almost over 55% from the field, over 40 from free. I mean, I'm sure a player like that got some interest from other teams. Did you have any? Did your agents came up to you and said that somebody's interested during the season, or was it?
Yeah, there was some interest for sure, and also I just got my German citizenship too, to my grandma or whatever, but. So there's been some interest with that, but I'm not exactly sure what next year holds quite yet.
So your plans for the summer, obviously family time, but do you plan on getting back to hiking with your girlfriend? Because we saw you doing hike reviews.
Did you really?
I mean, we did our research. So.
That's amazing. That's so funny.
Also, I want to ask, did you have time to, during your free time in Poland, did you do any hiking?
We had my now fiance was here. When was this? Was it international break in February maybe? Or maybe we just had a random 2 days off, and we went down close to Zielonej Góra, and there was a castle. I don't remember the name of it. I think it's somewhat well known, but we stayed in the castle, and then we did like a little bit of hiking. And we also went, that actually reminds me too, in November for our international break, we went to Zakopane. And we didn't hike, we just took the Gubałówka, or the tram thing that goes up. So we took that and we got some good mountain views, so we were able to enjoy that. But it is a little bit more fun when you hike and you earn the view, But
how would you review the sites you saw?
Zakopane is unreal. It was amazing. It was really snowy. It was beautiful. And then the castle area, Zielonej Góra, was cool too. So it was. I don't know if it's quite as nice as Colorado, because Colorado has a special place in our heart.
For a mountain range. Right?
Yes, exactly.
Did you record something there? Like, can we saw it?
I think I did. Yeah, I think I did. Yeah, I don't think I posted that one yet.
Post it.
I'll show you guys
YouTube
after.
channel.
Yeah. It was just a fun way for us to, I don't know, it was just a stupid thing, that we were doing. And you can show our family too and,
Right.
and everything. So.
There's one more thing that I remember I wanted to show you.
Okay.
Obviously, we had a huge moment in Game 6 with Conley's game winner.
Yeah.
But did you tell him that we found out that you had your own game winner sending your team to the finals, right?
I did, yeah.
Do you remember this moment?
Of course I do.
I think it's a quintessential your type of play. Just go into the
Yeah,
basket
yeah.
and finishing at the rim.
Yeah. And that was before I didn't shoot any threes too. I didn't shoot any threes
Okay.
back then, but that's funny.
So how did you feel, during Game 6, and how did that compare to
No.
you being the guy taking the shot and
Yeah.
then watching your teammate going
Yeah.
off?
Yeah, I mean, that was a lot of fun. CG's was maybe even more fun because sometimes when you watch someone shoot a last second shot, you're like, I knew it was going in. CG's, I did not think it because he was leaning to the side. He shot it kind of different than he normally shoots it, And for it to just switch through, like no rim or anything, that was a special moment. I think that was probably the coolest play I've ever been a part of. And obviously the stakes and just how the game went too. We were like, I felt like we shouldn't even got to that point. And then they take the lead. You're like, no way. Like at home, Game 6, and then just for it to flip totally 180 on its head, it was special. He deserves it. I'm happy he got the moment. I'm happy we and all the fans got that moment too. I don't think there was a dry eye in the house. Everybody was crying. So that was, even though, I mean, again, sucks to lose Game 7, but that's a cool moment that I'll remember.
I think it was
forever.
the most beautiful send-off to Ceres that you could imagine. So
I agree for sure.
I felt like, I don't know if you know this picture of LeBron James in the pool. He's like, I can't believe this is my life.
Yeah, of course, yeah. No, that was definitely.
That's
we
how
were
I felt.
feeling.
And
Yeah.
I think everybody on the court, just all the reports, they were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
CG was as surprised as we all were.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah. The look on his face was like,
they just really haven't like.
yeah. It reminded me. I don't know if you guys know. This is like a old college coach. Jimmy Valvano is this coach for NC State, and you guys should look up. They won the national championship, and he was the coach, and he was known for being like eccentric or whatever. And once they won, he was like running around the court looking, because he was looking for someone to hug. And I felt CG was just like running around like, what just happened? And it was amazing.
But speaking of that playoff run, how did you feel that the intensity going up another level? Because I know you said in your previous interview that playing in Europe is more physical, more intense. How did playing the regular season compared to when you stepped into the playoffs playing?
Yeah, no, it of course changes. A big difference too is like playing once a week versus playing like on more of a regular schedule in a weird way that like helps you get into maybe more of a rhythm, I feel like, because you get used to, and you see the same opponent and you develop that like hatred, sports hate towards, not real hatred maybe, but to your team, to your opponent, and you start thinking about them and like in between games a lot, and it's intense. I think you saw that, and there was like flagrant fouls and different things, and against Szczecin, Gdynia, and Legia, but it was fun run, and yeah.
Do you feel that the games during the cup kind of prepared you for the intensity that was coming up? Because back then you also played 3 games in, what was it, 4 or 5 days, right?
3 days, 3 days,
Oh,
3
3
games in 3
yeah.
days, I think, yeah.
So do you think that helped you, especially during the last final push when you played game every second day?
Yes, for sure. I think like physically of just getting that experience, but also like I talked about earlier, just the confidence of knowing, we beat Szczecin, who ended up being the 2 seed, and Śląsko ended up being, I think, the 3 seed. So, I mean, that's obviously 2 of the top teams. So we were, really proud of what we did, and I think it gave us good confidence knowing, we can seriously, when it matters most and when stuff's on the line, not that stuff's not on the line in the regular season, but in a situation like that, it gave us a ton of confidence. I think just knowing we could compete with anybody. So.
And obviously, our fans traveled everywhere during the, even during the regular season, but during the playoffs especially.
Yeah.
Do you remember some moment that it kind of surprised you or caught you off guard that the fans did something?
I think. Gosh, I don't remember where it was, but the fan's name Patrickiem, I think, or something. His Instagram is like Patkin or something like that. He's one of the guys that travels too. With he's got kids and stuff. But we were, I think we were in Warsaw maybe, like our GK regular season game or something, and we were driving. We were on the bus to the game, and like it's maybe a 15-minute drive, and we're like kind of driving along like the highway a little bit. And just like 5 minutes into the drive, at this random bus stop, he's there like with his kids, like, come on! And like I was looking out the window, and I saw them. And I just looked around. And I was like, did anybody else he did that not knowing we would see him?
Right.
Like, but they went there intentionally to like root for us, even though like we could have I don't know if anybody else. I think maybe one other person saw him. So like, he didn't get much payoff out of it. But it's cool because like he did that, not trying to get any extra, I don't know, anything. He just did that because he loves Zielonej Góra, Zastal basketball.
Right.
And when you have fans like that, that's what makes what we did so special. You get to share that with them. Yeah, that was maybe a moment. And then just also the celebration after, maybe the, I don't know if it's just like American, whatever, but like when you get second, it's like, but the fans were so proud of us and happy for us. And it was cool. We still got a celebration with them after the game. You got to jump around and go through the tunnel and do that whole thing. That was
yeah, how did you feel when you came out of the arena and everybody's still waiting? You get to run with the cup. Some of the guys got to run through the cup with all the guys chanting your name. And so did you ever experience anything like that? Or?
No. I think they're just diehards. It is different, and that's different in a good way from the U.S. We have fans, but they're not like hooligans or whatever. However, they're like ultras or diehard fans. It's just that's what makes overseas basketball so fun. Getting to experience the different cultures and the different those different sports culture here was really cool.
It was definitely a beautiful thing to see when the season started, and there were fans obviously there. The fan club was there, always loud. But to see the arena filling up after every game more and more and more, and then end of the season sold out every time. When we were trying to get tickets as well for my family and something, we had to, exact moment on the dot, 12 o'clock, be there or just lose it because there's no way to get it. It was beautiful.
What because you told us like you are giving your t-shirt away for some fun.
Yeah.
So what did this fan do? Like it was someone special?
I'm actually giving it to the guy I talked about who I don't know. And he has a couple kids too, so I'm planning on signing it and giving it to him. And then I think my other jersey I'm just going to keep for myself as a memory for the year, as a good keepsake.
Right.
So.
Did you? Because I know some guys, especially Shervan, sometimes just came out without his shirt, without his shoes on. Did you manage to go, without losing your ears so much, or did you also?
Yeah, no, I had to. Wanted to keep my. I'm still early in my career, so I got to keep all my equipment and stuff. I can't be buying stuff like Shay willy-nilly, but no.
Nobody also said that it was. Oh, that's too much. I mean, those shoes. That's
exactly. But no, it was. Really fun with the fans. It's been amazing.
That speech that coach gave you all after Game 7 in Warsaw, when he said that anytime you need anything, I'm here. You can call me, you can text me. I'm gonna help you out any way I can. Talk about your relationship with the coach and with the whole team. How you guys build this integrity together and this companionship.
Yeah, my relationship with Coach is an 11 out of 10. He is a great guy. It's hard to find, and he probably doesn't realize it, but he's just like a reasonable, normal, like good sense of humor, and that's not easy to find. I think overseas from stories and stuff that I've heard. You get a lot of psychos and whatever, but he's always been honest. Like I said, good sense of humor, which I think is an underrated, really important thing for a coach, being able to joke and lighten the mood and stuff at times. And the other thing that I think sets him apart is he's super, super competitive. He wants to win, as we all do, and that I think that attitude bleeds over into the rest of us. and he's also very competent and smart in his how he game plan and tactics and stuff like that. So even like I said, there was times where I was like, I wish I was playing a little bit more, but I never thought he was making the wrong decision. You know, Shumi was having an amazing year, so there was times he should have been playing over me,
Right.
and I thought he made good decisions throughout the year with everything. I have nothing bad to say about Coach. No matter what happens, I'm gonna stay in contact with him for a long time. I think he's awesome.
But there was also this feeling that I can't remember the saying exactly, but he had so much to choose from because I think everybody on the team could
Right.
put something, in the right moment.
Yes.
So anytime, especially I think it says to that we didn't have one leader throughout the season that, he's a top guy. We always pray through him. Every game there's someone else going out, scoring 20 or more. So that was, for a coach to have this chance to, somebody's not playing well, okay, I have
Exactly.
2 or 3 more guys.
Exactly.
And the fact that you all bought into that and trusted him, so did you know that you're gonna have your chance, and when you're feeling hot, then you're gonna go off, and that was great to see.
Yeah, I mean, he had to make. I don't envy him because he had to make a lot of tough decisions for the exact reason you said. We had we had a lot of talent and a lot of guys that could do different things, and some guys I'm sure felt like they should have been playing more and weren't getting the right opportunities. But it is, you have to have a little bit of empathy and put yourself in his shoes, and it's not easy having to make those decisions. And I think, obviously, where we ended up, I think he made a lot of correct decisions at times. But it's like I said, it's tough when you have, like what you said too, when you have so many talented players. That can make it really difficult. So.
And how is the atmosphere throughout the season with all the guys? Did you have time to talk with everybody? Was there anyone that you especially bonded with, or was it just a great group?
City, like.
Yeah. No, I think, and I saw, I think Shay said this too when you guys asked him. You develop different relationships with everybody for different reasons in different ways. We had great character guys throughout the year. It was a great team atmosphere, and I think something rare, which maybe you don't see from an outside perspective, of like we had guys that really cared about their basketball careers and winning. Some guys, like, you'd be surprised, in whatever, overseas or college or whatever, just care about, the fact that they are a basketball player. They love basketball for the things that it gives them versus loving basketball for what it is, the love of the game. And we had guys who loved it for the love of the game, and it's really hard late in the season. Our expectation or our goal was to make playoffs, and we did that. We could have, been losing the first game, heartbreaking and stretching. We could have been like, okay, whatever. But we showed real character, and it's tough, for Americans who have been away from their families or whoever, who've been grinding it out for 10 and a half months now for us. But I think we showed high character, and that shows, the type of guys that we had. So it was a special year. For sure.
It was definitely a special season because all throughout the season we could see the level of effort you all put in.
Yeah.
Because there were times during some of the previous years in Zastal, there was a lot of complaining from the fans, and I think it was warranted because it just felt like, some of them weren't trying. I'm not trying to call anybody specifically, but it just, the eye test wasn't there. And this season, even though you're losing, you could all see that you gave it your all. So there was never anything that we could complain about. So
exactly, yeah. I think that comes from Coach and Andy, to be honest. They set a really good standard from the first day. And like I talked about caring, which it might, again, it might sound like you care. What do you mean? Of course you should care about, but it's just not. It just isn't like that. And Andy, I'm not trying to hype him up too much, but he sets a really good tone in that he cares so much, and he always is caring. He's always talking about the league, talking about, he's like showing. He was watching Szczecin versus Gdynia last night, and this player was doing this. He's like, and he was showing me. He's like, look, if you do this, then he's showing me videos he took on his phone, and then he shows me them. And then you look at his camera, he has 20 videos of she's showing different guys, different stuff. So that stuff is something you don't see as a fan. You just see the stuff on the court, or if you guys come to practice, you'll see it, but you don't see, the daily conversations. And sometimes as basketball players, it's cool not to care, but we had guys that cared, and I think that started with Andy, and everybody on the team fell into that too.
Right. Well, since you all care so much and you're also competitive, obviously for us, looking back at the season, the silver is going to be a huge success. Nobody expected that. But, I'm not asking you about anything specifically, but there's going to be some unfinished business for you probably because, you were so close, but came up a little short at the end.
Yeah.
So if you ever come back,
Yeah.
there's some stuff, some unfinished business
Definitely.
that needs settling.
Definitely.
Right?
No, I think, as an individual, like I said, it keeps you very hungry. I got in my team in the Netherlands last year, I got second, and we got second in the cup and second in the finals. And talking to CG, he was like listing off all his second places too, and
I heard
it's frustrating.
Shumi after the final talking to some of his friends. I think he was listing some of the under 17, under 19, the cup. Now this, I think he was also saying that every time he's second.
Yeah, which
So-
that's. I mean, it says something that we were able to get that far, but it's tough, when you're just so close and you haven't maybe tasted that as much in your career. You want to have that moment validation for yourself and for everybody, but it's all important to keep things in perspective. And there was 14 other teams that didn't end up where we were, so it was special still for sure.
One more question about your physicality during the season, your preparedness. You had a problem with your back during the season. You had to pause some games.
Yeah.
Then we saw you with the brace around
Yeah.
it. And how do you deal with injuries and getting back into the rhythm, working through it? How do you feel then?
I'm glad you asked me this because I get a chance to shout out a couple guys now. But Wojtek, our strength coach, and Marcel and Maruk, the physios, and all the Coach Kendall, Coach Greg doing skill work and stuff. They all did an amazing job with. It was like a little bit of a lingering thing for me, and I got to the point where in the playoffs I felt good. Maybe it's still some pain with I was wearing the thing, but I always felt prepared and ready, and those guys worked really hard to make sure I was getting whatever treatment and stuff that I needed. So just it's nice because you have the resources, you just have to you have to use them. So I guess that's how I dealt with it. But yeah.
So I think this is the interview part done. I'm
Okay.
gonna hand you off to Asha because
Okay.
she's got some things prepared for you.
Okay, sweet.
Thank you very much for the talk.
Thank you guys, appreciate it. Oh boy.
You have family in Poland, in Krakow.
Yes.
You were there at Christmas Eve.
Yeah, yep.
we talked. So I want to check how Polish are you, Patrick?
Okay, let's see.
I have 10 statements
Okay.
about typical Polish stuff,
Okay.
and you just need to
Okay.
yes or no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I look at this? Or
Yeah,
is it
yeah,
okay?
yeah.
I didn't know if I was cheating.
No, there's no answer. So have you ever used Blik to pay for something? It's the code on your phone.
Of course, yeah. I
Yeah.
have not. Because you need a Polish bank account. So no, because my contract was in USD. So I actually got paid in US dollars into my US bank account. And using Apple Pay at places is really easy. I always had to just select the currency or whatever. And not to out any, you would say Andy's pretty Polish, right?
Yeah.
He doesn't even have not to call him out, but he doesn't even pay with Blake. He pays with cash or Venmo, which is the US thing. But
It's probably more useful when you order something,
yes.
Then you put just 6 numbers and you are done.
Yeah.
The next one. Have you ever gone to the bakery and buy yourself pączek? I know you eat a lot of them because you have the
For the
birthday
birthdays,
thing,
yeah.
but have you ever gone for?
Of course I have several times, more than I'd be willing to admit maybe. But so when we were in Warszawa for the championship series, in between games we had the day off, and I went to get a pączki, and I was kind of disappointed. I just think I went to a bad place. And where else? Szczecin, I got one. That was pretty good. But I honestly think the best ones that I've had are in Zielonej Góra. There's the two right by the Bacchus statue.
Yeah.
There's the one, I can't remember the names of them, but there's one there, and then there's one a little bit further
Yeah.
on the other side. They're kind of kitty corner to each other. But those two are honestly, I think the best that I've had. So
And
shout those places out.
What the best flavor you ate?
That changed. The beginning was Vishna, then Truskowka maybe. Jagoda is like a newer one I've only had in the last couple months. See, I'm exposing myself now saying how many. I've tried.
You have to prove the point.
But Yapko cinnamon, apple cinnamon, I think is maybe the best, but it's less common for like the ones that we got. But or Jagoda, I think are my two favorite. I feel like there was one more too that I'm forgetting, but I didn't like really Nutella or Kinder Bueno, or the coconut cocos or whatever. I didn't.
Raffaello.
Yeah, Raphael. I didn't love that. Which other? Oh, the Biała Chocolata and I forget the word. Malina.
I love it. Yeah. Raspberry.
That one's good. That one's pretty good too. But yeah. So there you go. I think I gave every flavor that there is. So.
So yeah, one point. Have you ever given back plastic bottles with the deposit to the store? You know, we have
Yes.
the system, like...
It's new, right?
Yeah,
It just started this year.
It's pretty new, yeah.
So I lived in the, like, obviously I played in the Netherlands last year and they already had it, so I did that. But like the Biedronka that's by my apartment and then there's an Intermarché that doesn't have it still, or maybe it's somewhere that I don't know about. But the Biedronka one never worked. And then so I'd go to Coughlin sometimes to try to do it, and it worked. But then it stopped taking some of my stuff. So then I have done it before, but then I just gave up, and I was like, I'll just
but you
recycle.
tried.
Yes,
You-
and I've done it. I did do it a couple times, but then I started doing it where I put it in, it doesn't work. I put it in, it doesn't work. Then this one works, and I end up getting
Okay, so...
one złote maybe,
okay.
and I'm like, this
Yeah.
is
Okay, another point. Which is the correct way to make a sandwich? Kanapka in
kanapka.
Poland.
Is that like an open-faced
Yeah,
sandwich?
open faced or...
That's what we're asking.
Okay.
Yeah, so which one is correct?
I mean, I'm from the U.S. I'm still gonna say with the bread on top.
Yeah. Okay, no points for that. That's the Polish way. Like
Okay,
we
yeah.
always eat it like
The
this.
open. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever ordered something to Patrickiem Impost?
I have. Yes, I have. I had like we talked about. I got this needle, like an acupuncture
Yeah.
mat for standing on or to lay down on for my back and stuff. So I got that. Ordered to an Impost, some shoes. Yeah, they're really nice. They're super easy. I wish we had those in the U.S. more.
And do you have an app? On
I
your phone?
I don't think I have the app. No, but I just
okay.
was getting emails and
Yeah.
and would go and
Yeah.
use whatever.
Okay.
But it's nice. It's like an very efficient system. There actually is problems in the U.S. with people stealing, especially in bigger cities, stealing packages. Like they deliver the packages just to the front area of the apartment, and someone comes by and just grabs it. So this is a good way to. So shout out to I don't know whoever came up with that. Maybe it was someone in Poland. That's a good idea.
Well, now they're also doing that you could send your package through it. Cities that have it.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's
To Spain,
especially
for
made,
example.
Oh, really?
suitcase that fits the largest. So so you have all the area filled up.
Wow. Okay.
So that's also a
Yeah,
good
and
setup.
that's cheaper than when you like travel with the bag to the airport, you know. So that's.
So you can literally send so you can send your suitcase.
Yeah,
Literally.
yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah. They made special suitcase just for the
Wow.
biggest one.
Do they ship
yeah.
to the U.S.? Because I might do that.
No. Only in Europe now,
Okay, okay.
but maybe.
Maybe in the future.
Yeah. Okay, so point for that. Have you? Do you have a bag full of more plastic bags?
Yes, and I have to say, this is something that like my mom did too all the time. Like we always had the grocery bags, and you have like a million bags in the middle of them. So yes, I have that in my apartment
Okay,
for sure.
point for that. Have you eaten pierogies more than twice?
Yes, I have. Yeah, I think it's a chain, and I don't remember the name of it, but there's a little pierogi shop right by my apartment that I've gotten several times. And then like when I went to my cousin's for Christmas Eve, we had pierogi. Road trips at the hotels, maybe. I don't know. We've had it. El Vicolo, maybe? No. Does El Vicolo have pierogies? I don't think so. But at different restaurants, I've had it. Yes, I've had it.
So you
Probably
tried
over 10 times.
different flavors, like
Yeah.
with cheese and
Yeah,
with
like the sweet, they're like the sweet ones.
Okay.
Yeah, with like there's like I think the cheese sometimes can be like the sweeter ones, and then they have like the cabbage.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I've had several times.
Which was the best one?
I think I like the ones I had at my cousin's, which were cabbage, and is it mushroom?
Mushrooms.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
cabbage. I think that one was probably my favorite.
So not sweet, but
Yeah, I mean I like the sweet ones too, but those those are probably
that was better. Okay,
little bit better.
okay. Points for that. Have you ever worn socks with sandals?
This is funny because I do that all the time because I have like my preferred shoes. I'm not wearing them right now. Are like the little Birkenstocks, and I like wear. And I'm just coming to practice with my socks already on for practice. And coach would like make fun of me and say that I'm Polish. I was like, this is a Polish thing. I already just do this. So I didn't know that was a Polish thing, but
Yeah,
yes, I've done it.
but-
I do it all the time.
You know, it's Polish way to go to the beach sometimes.
Oh,
so
really?
that's why it's so funny.
Yeah, I don't think I would do it at the beach, but I do it just walking around. Just walking around all the time.
Okay. Have you been in Żabka store more than 5 times?
Definitely, yes. Yes, for
Did
sure.
you eat hot dogs there?
I did. I think it was after. Was it? We were coming back from. No, we won Gdynia. Which playoff series did we win? Wait, Gdynia we won at home. The final game of this. Yeah, because we swept
Yeah,
them. So we.
yeah.
What was it? There was some road game that I felt like we. Maybe it was.
Maybe after
Anvil or
Anvil,
something?
like in playing?
Yeah, maybe. That I was like, I felt like celebrating, and I was like, I gotta do it because our hot dogs are more sandwichy.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, they have the tube and they. So it's a funny thing for all the Americans to see for sure. But yeah, I only had one, and it was
Okay.
like later in the year, but it's good. It was good.
Yeah, okay.
Kielbasa.
Have you ever gone to a Polish restaurant and ordered kotlets schabowy for yourself?
No, I haven't.
But did you try it in a restaurant or something? It's
Is it like a?
Fried pork chop.
It's like a.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like schnitzel.
Yeah.
yeah.
So like I was saying about my mom is German and stuff, and so she would make schnitzel, and I feel like that's like a pretty common thing for Americans to have had before. So I've had and potatoes, yeah.
Oh, okay.
And I will say because the plate has budak on it,
Yeah.
I've never I will never associate one food with a country more than budak with Poland. It's like every meal in the hotels has beets. It's like nothing I've ever seen. It's
I think
it's
they're
crazy.
very trendy right now. So.
Oh really?
Yeah.
They're really healthy.
Well, they're
Yeah.
healthy. They're also part of our classic food, but
Yeah.
they're thinking of more ways to include them. So.
Okay, that's good to know.
And we are talking about The Office series before.
Oh, yeah.
So the Dwight thing
Exactly.
is
It's
like,
perfect.
yeah, he was like
Yeah.
before everyone
Yeah,
else.
yeah. No, I like before coming, I'd had budak. I mean, my mom liked them with like salads and stuff sometimes, and it's a popular pre-workout to have beet juice. So I did that in college too, just the juice. But like actually having beets, I mean, I had it maybe 4 or 5 times before coming here, and this year I've had it, I think literally like 100 times, like just from being at the hotels and every single meal they have it. So
Yeah. In one interview, the coach said like Sully
yeah,
are giving him, yeah.
I think over half the team had these beet shots. It was like budak and ginger in one little thing, and
Yeah.
everyone was taking them because it's like I said, the pre-workout. It's a good like, I think it brings oxygen to your
Yeah.
muscles or something. So yeah.
Bonus round. Do you have your favorite shop you always go to?
So I would say Biedronka and Intermarché are probably the two that I go to the most, just because they're right by my apartment. My
Okay.
favorite one, probably Kaufland, but also, and I see Lidl. So sorry, I'm saying all of them, but I like. If I had to pick one, it would be Kaufland.
Yeah,
if I had all of them right in front of me, I would go to Kaufland.
Okay.
If
The,
I all-
the
and then-
German one.
And then I would go to Lidl.
Yeah.
But the ones I've been to the most are Intermarché and Biedronka, so they all have their
Okay.
special place for sure.
And second bonus round.
Okay.
Imagine you're at the restaurant and try order something to eat in
Dude,
Polish.
Vora was coaching me early in the year of how I say "can I have," but I don't remember it. But I would say, I've actually done this. Jeden kurczak, proszę. I thought, you know, the stands with the rotisserie chicken. I don't know how you guys call it, but I've done that before. Just one chicken, please.
Yeah. So the whole chicken.
Yeah. Jeden kurczak, proszę. But foods is something that, like, because you know, you go out to eat, you see the menus and stuff, so that's an easier thing to pick up.
Yeah.
But
I think we can say you're pretty much Polish man.
Yeah.
And you done like 8 out of 10. So.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
And you were talking about the celebration after the game 7. So I have to ask you, do you remember the words of the song when you all like?
are jumping around.
Yeah.
It's like ja zastalu jastarowy klub. I don't know the exact words, but
Yeah,
that's what it sounds like to
pretty
me.
cool. Yeah, it's pretty close. Graj za stalu,
Graj
jak
za stalu.
jak za dawnych lat. Jak
Jak
za dawnych
za dawnych
lat.
lat.
Yeah.
Jak za dawnych lat.
Can you tell
Yeah.
you what it means? Or?
It's like Zastal play like the old times or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which is, I think that's it's a unique chant. I don't think any other team does it, right? In Poland?
I don't think so.
Like,
yeah.
I think that's cool because there's a basic chance that I think all the teams in Poland do. But like Legia had one that was unique. We have that one that's unique. I think that's cool when, you know, the teams have like their unique one. So
Yeah. I have the second part. It's like US versus Poland.
okay,
So
this might
you
not
have
go
to
well for Poland,
choose burgers versus pierogis.
but burgers.
Barbecue ribs with versus schabowy. That's the pork.
The schnitzel
yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Ribs, I would take.
Mac and
there's a
cheese
trend coming.
versus rosu. It's the chicken soup
Ooh,
with noodles.
I'm sorry, mac and cheese. I'm sorry, I just think it better. I was complimenting the food. I love the food here, but these are
I
just...
think I reverse my words. Like you're not
Yeah,
Polish
yeah.
man. Okay.
Would you guys take all the ones? Okay, well, we'll keep
Yeah.
going. And then we'll...
Pancakes, you know,
Okay.
versus naleśniki. It's
What's
like
Well, they're like crepes.
Crepes, okay.
yeah.
Been,
That, I think I would take naleśniki.
oh yeah.
I think I would take those over. I mean, they're good. Well, I really like American pancakes too, but the crepe style is
Yeah, okay.
better.
Hot dogs versus zapiekanka. It's like the baguette with
Cabbage and like on the baguette on the bread.
Yeah.
Like they had it at Vino Brani.
mushrooms,
mushrooms and bread.
cheese.
That one I would take zapiekanka. I think
Yeah,
I had
okay.
that at Vino Brani. I remember
Yeah,
that was like
yeah.
one of the first Polish foods that I had with some kielbasa or something on top, and that was really good. I think I would take that over a hot dog.
Okay. So yeah, maybe you are.
I redeemed myself a little bit. Yeah, but
Yeah.
we have one more thing for you to try.
Yeah,
Okay.
we have kompot.
Kompot.
It's pretty trending right now in the US TikTok
Okay.
because they discover kompot of truskawka.
Oh,
like-
yeah.
Strawberry water. No, it's not strawberry water. It's kompot.
Wait,
but
is it? What is it?
we have,
Truskawka or Wiśnia?
This is cherry.
This is cherry.
Okay.
But
It's like tart cherry juice. It's like
Yeah, it's pretty much.
yeah. That's
his
another.
Mom, his mom did it.
Oh,
So
okay,
it's
okay.
handmade, homemade. Yeah, and
I would love to try. Wait,
Yes.
can I make sure this is?
yeah,
wanna
it's
get the
with
real
water.
thing.
So
Okay,
yeah.
perfect. Yeah.
Dalej trochę i najwyżej owoce.
This is gonna be great. This is another like. I think you said it's a trend. I think it's like a recovery. This is a good like budak is good for pre-workout, and this is good for post because I think it's good for sleep or something. I'm pretty sure. What? No, no, it's very good. It's very good. It's delicious.
Do you want some fruits?
Sure. You can tell it's not like too like sugary, you know.
Yeah,
It tastes very fresh. It's very fresh.
Usually it's pretty sweet.
Okay.
This one isn't.
But that's probably means it's healthier, right?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Wait, let me get out of frame.
No, it's very good. It's very good. For real. I'm not just saying that. It's good. Like I said, it's like fresh. It's good. There's a pit in the middle, Phil.
Yeah, it
Alright.
is.
Amazing.
So when you will be
Smaczne.
back, smaczne. And you will be back in the States, you can like tell them it's not only strawberry water. You can make it from all over
All types
foods.
of fruit.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Is this like a Polish thing, kind of, or?
Yeah, I think so. When somebody goes to college to the different city,
Okay.
you probably like get a lot of jars with
to change.
compost,
Okay.
with bigos,
Okay, yeah. Okay,
stuff like
okay,
that.
okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, awesome. Thank you guys. That's
Yeah.
delicious. Appreciate it.
That was Patrickiem Cartier, Polishman, maybe.
Slightly.
I will take the points.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was really nice to have you here,
yeah.
and just to know you all
Yeah,
over the
yeah.
season, it was pretty nice.
Yeah, no, I thank you guys. You guys have been part of our success this season, whether you realize it or not. Like I said about the fans, you guys are having a fan base that sticks with you through thick and thin. Again, I don't want to sound cliche, but that does matter for us, So thank you guys.
Także dziękujemy bardzo. To był trzeci wywiad z naszego cyklu wywiadów na balkonie. Słońce już się zbliża, także kończymy na dzisiaj i do zobaczenia w następnym filmiku. Thank you, Patrick, so much.
Thank you guys. I appreciate it. You guys are the best for real.
Dziękuję.
Dziękuję.